Okay, now I'm going to walk through how we can create a specification directly on the Pixels platform. So from the specifications tab, we have the option of creating a guided specification. We can use common marketplace specs like Amazon, eBay, Google Shopping if you want to sell your products directly on those marketplaces. We have all of the specs ready to go right here. We also have manual if you want to fine tune and create your own specifications from scratch. But for purposes of today, I want to walk you through the guided specification setup. I'm going to click continue here. And I'm going to select that we use apparel to photograph for the purposes of this. I'm going to say we shoot our apparel on models. You also have the option of choosing mannequins or flat images. We can define the aspect ratio or width and height in pixels. So I'm going to use 2000 by 3000, which is a 2 by 3 aspect ratio. And now we can choose what type of retouching we want to add to the specification. So I can choose from model retouch, I can choose what type of retouch for garment, and what type of retouch for the background. So for intents and purposes, I'm going to just choose basic, essential, and original. And we can compare options here, so you actually see what you're able to turn on with each individual option that you choose here. I'm just going to go with basic, and essential, and original. I'm going to click continue. I can choose what type of cropping I want. This is actually quite helpful for those of you that might shoot their models with unrecognizable images. So where you would need to crop this potentially below the eyes, for example, or below the nose for certain marketplaces where you're unable to have recognizable models. However, for this, I'm just going to go ahead and choose no crop. You also have those same options for full bodies, tops, and bottoms. But I'm going to select full body and no cropping. And here we have a choice to keep the original background, the background from the studio, and use that cleanup that we chose a few steps back. Or you actually have the option here of choosing a separate color for the background if you wanted to have a solid gray background where you can keep the original shadow from the set instead. And I'm going to go ahead and continue to keep the original background and use the cleanup that we chose earlier on. And then I have the option of doing color matching. Color matching would be taking a mannequin image that is photographed in the studio as well. And for those of you that know, those two studios are going to have the exact same color. You're going to probably be shooting with different cameras, different lighting scenarios, and often the color that you shot on your mannequin image is going to look different than the color that you shot when you put it on the model. And of course we have a solution for that in color matching, and it's something that you can turn on right here and add to all images. And in the case that you do want to do color matching, you just upload a reference image that is the correct color. We of course don't have the product with us when we're editing the images, so you have to upload a reference image that has the correct color, and then we will match the garment on model, in this case, to the reference color that you upload. I'm going to go ahead and hit no for this, and I'm going to hit confirm and create specification. And now I have the kind of a summary screen for my specification that I've created. I can rename it here. I can confirm some settings and change them. I have things like DPI and color profile, whether to keep any existing metadata, if the image needs to be rotated or straightened out at all, sizing. So it's all really quick and easy to edit in here. We defined some of this earlier, but you have it all right here. And we can confirm our retouching, and we can add any add-ons in here, like shadow, which we won't use because we're keeping the original background. Invisible mannequin, of course, it's a model image, so we wouldn't use that. You can also add things like a clipping path as well. And then I would hit save, and I'll be able to upload to that specification. Now, I just kind of want to give, let me turn my camera back on. Now, I just want to give a little bit of context as well about some of these retouching that we were able to select here.
And you can see we have things like clean up spots and bruises and marks and wrinkles and eye bags and all of these things. But they are pretty fixed between each packages. These are some of the most common editing packages that our clients use. However, I do want to show you that we do have quite a bit of control over this on the back end. Reach out to your customer success manager and they can add a few more settings on the back end. And now I'm going to show you a little bit of what that looks like.